on this episode of The Blueprint.
Making our first hunt on our new lease here in Oklahoma. So we just got in and we're here for a couple of days. It is a beautiful afternoon, and we have just a little bit of history in that we were able to hunt on this property for a few days at the end of the turkey season last year, and we know kind of what the birds were doing then, and we got a couple of days to kind of try to figure it out. There's turkey tracks right here in the first place we pulled over the park, so that's a good sign. We have no idea really anything. This is our first kind of a scout mission, but we're here to kill a bird if we can. So we're gonna go up towards the front area of the lease where we know we had birds last year, and we're gonna kind of hang out there until dark and see if we can't hear a turkey gobble. Maybe get on a bird, but if not, kind of have an idea where they're roosted for tomorrow morning. So we'll spend a couple days scouting and learning the property, but also turkey hunting. Today is opening day of Oklahoma spring turkey season. So we got some pretty good weather, a little bit windy, but it's kind of always windy up here, so it's really not that unusual. So I got high hopes that we'll find some birds tonight. And like I said, maybe we get one in gun range, and if not, we'll be in much better shape for in the morning. So we'll jump on the bikes right up the road, go see if we can get up there and find a bird. Let's go. Heard a turkey gobble. Yeah, I just heard a turkey gobble.
Maybe more than one.
Maybe. Get to the house site where that yard is, and let's just set up there in that same grove of trees and just sit for a while. Because I think if that turkey gobble by itself, he's gonna gobble again.
Yeah.
And I think us riding down the road, he may shut up for a little bit, but he ain't gonna bust him, I don't think.
Yeah.
My thought is if we take the decoys out here and just sit. If a turkey starts gobbling, we might can call him in here. Yeah. If not, and it's late, we'll at least know where he went to roost. We should be able to hear back there, all back in there.
come back through that fence gap. They're coming through that fence gap, through that field.
Yeah. Well, they gotta come roost somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going that way.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but... Let's set up right here. We got good cover. Let's just set right here and see if they come back.
Okay.
If not, we'll know where they roost, maybe.
Okay.
He's just been facing the other way when he killed him.
Well, probably. Once we heard they were this way, we probably should have adjusted quick. That's like out in the middle.
Yeah.
That's not on this edge over here. That's like by that fence row.
Like right there.
Yeah. Like behind that barn. Alright, so those two gobblers came running in, but they came from behind us. We weren't set up right. And before they made it into the decoys, we're pretty sure that they saw us. So they didn't like bust out, but they kind of just eased off. They were still gobbling. And they left and they cut across this big field. So Locke is going over here to see if he can watch them fly up. And I'm over here, kind of where we were earlier, just listening to see. Listening to see if we can roost any and help us with our game plan for the morning. So we'll see how it goes. And
Well, we had a pretty successful kind of first afternoon on our hunt here, and we came really close. We called up two birds, and they were in gun range, but they kind of hung up, and we just weren't set up right. They came from behind us, but we didn't spook them. We stayed on them and got them roosted. So we got a pretty good plan for those two. We heard a couple of other turkeys gobble at different times this afternoon, and it's supposed to be like 38, 40 degrees and calm at daylight in the morning. It is going to be an absolute turkey hunter's dream tomorrow morning. So we're gonna get in there really tight, really early on those birds we have roosted. Hopefully hear some other turkeys and kind of get an idea of what else is up on the property. And then during the day we're gonna do some riding around and kind of further getting to know this new piece and scouting it out for some more turkey hunts here this season. But I'm very hopeful for tomorrow morning. I think, you know, it's never a sure thing, but when you know where they're at and you kind of know what they did, you hunted them and stayed with them for several hours the evening before, you got a lot of information to go off of. Now, they may fly the other way, they may not do it at all, but I feel very confident that we're going to have a good setup to start out with, and we're going to hear a lot of gobbling. So we'll see. We'll get after them in the morning. We'll see you in the morning.
Well, we're making our
It might be coming across, back across.
We came in early, before daylight, because we had these turkeys roosted. We got within probably 75 yards of them, got set up, decoys put out, and they pitched the other way, on the other side of the straw woods, and gobbled for probably 30 or 45 minutes. And then they made their way back, and they came by us, but not in gun range, to the big field behind us. And all that time, there was a turkey gobbling down to the north of us, to the south of us, straight far east, and straight behind us to the west. And I'm kind of pausing because there's a turkey gobbling. Problem is, where we're at, it's wide open. There's no...
I think they're coming back
That's
across.
close.
We might need to set up here.
We need to set up here. We decided to come set up in this pasture. This is the turkeys, they use this pasture a lot, and we had two birds gobbling in this pasture yesterday afternoon, and we actually called them out of the pasture. And we called them up to us, but they got kind of spooky and turned around and left before we could get a shot. And this morning, we were on birds on the back, across from where we are now, on the roost, and when they flew down, they came to this pasture, and another turkey roosted in the woods behind us where we are now. He came to the pasture, and then another turkey from the north came to the pasture, and they all kind of congregated here, and there was a bunch of gobbling going on. And, it's just feel extremely confident that it's like 4 o'clock, and I'm extremely confident that a gobbler's going to come through this pasture this afternoon. And so we got in here early, put the decoys out where they're very visible. Sometimes that's not the best tactic, but in this case, I put the hen in a breeding position with a Jake decoy over her. We got back where we're good and hidden, and we're just going to yelp every now and then. And hopefully any birds that are on their feet, moving around, checking this pasture, strutting, doing their thing, maybe we can get them to the decoys. That's the idea, because it's so open, it's hard for us to really move around without busting something. And actually, when we were coming in, we rode right up on a gobbler. He was kind of laying down in the shade next to a tree, about 200 yards back from the pasture. And he didn't really act spooked. He just kind of got up and walked off. So we just let him walk off, and we eased on in here. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I feel pretty confident. Colin's up first shooting, and we're gonna just kind of hang tight. It's really, really windy, but I expect it'll die down this afternoon, and hopefully we'll be in for some action. So hang tight. I only see one. Don't move very much at all. Just let him come in, then you can get on him. Just stay on his head. Kill him, kill him. Be still, just be still.
When the decoy like turned and he was like, what the I was like, going, no, we're not taking any chances, just kill him. I told you that gun was bad. Dead as a hammer.
Oh, 20 gauge.
In a 40-mile-an-hour wind. Legitimately.
Yeah.
What?
I guess that wasn't too bad.
They may have separated. I don't know. That worked out to a T. In 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd have got that. Yeah, what kind of beard did he have?
Just,
That's a pretty good beard, though.
yeah.
Is this your first turkey?
Yes and no.
It's your first legitimate turkey?
This is my first legit turkey. So, whenever I was little, we went to Texas, and I killed one in the fall turkey season. So, this is my first one legit. And I
These
think
are nice.
the curse is long gone.
We're 2 for today is Saturday.
We just had to get out of Mississippi.
Is today Saturday?
No.
No. What is
No.
today's Monday?
Or Tuesday?
No,
yeah.
today's Monday.
Yeah.
So Friday, Saturday, 2 and 4 days.
Yeah, we still got more time.
Mm-hmm.
That plan worked so well that we're just gonna sit here and hopefully get another gobbler to come into this decoy set. And we're just in a good visible spot, and there was 4 or 5 birds all around this pasture this morning. We passed one coming in. Should be in the woods behind us somewhere. That's where he walked into. So, Colin is now tagged out, and I'm gonna see if I can't yelp another one. I don't think, with the way the wind's blowing and it's open like this, I mean, that gunshot was much of nothing. I really don't think it hurt anything. So this is our first trip to the new lease, and we hunted it at the end of the season last year as a guest, and there were a bunch of jakes, a couple longbeards, but a bunch of jakes. We haven't seen any jakes, and oddly, we haven't really seen any hens. We saw one hen fly off the roost this morning, but we haven't seen any hens yesterday evening or today just walking these pastures or anything. So I'm not sure I know where they're at in their spring cycle. I don't know. I don't know if the hens are nesting, but either way, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna sit here the rest of the afternoon, and unless we hear a turkey gobbling off some direction, we decide to chase him. Who knows? But it's gonna be hard to hear one very far because his wind's kicking pretty good for now. So we'll hang tight and see what happens. Hopefully we'll have another bird strutting at these decoys here in a little bit.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we are wrapping up our first trip here at the new lease here in Oklahoma, and as you can see, it was a successful one. For me, I was able to grab this turkey here, and we got really close on some more. They had some more come in today. It's the same two that we kind of been messing around with the whole trip, and they just didn't commit. They cut across this field behind me, so it's going to be really windy tomorrow. Conditions won't be that great, so we're going to pack up tonight. The sun's kind of going down here, and we're going to get out of here. But overall, I mean, just a good trip. We learned a lot about how the turkeys use this place, and we kind of scouted out did like a quick scout for, you know, the whole property for this upcoming season. So good trip, and that's going to wrap it up, and we will see you guys on the next episode.